Good morning. Welcome to the Long Dark. Yes, an RSD is right. I normally stream on Sundays. We're streaming a little extra this month. I'm going to try to do Saturday and Sunday for as much as I can so that I can hit affiliate because I want to hit affiliate. That sounds fun. I think the reason why people are constantly mixing up follower and subscriber and member and things like that is that different social media use them differently. It's like a subscriber on YouTube is a follower on Twitch. So it's easy to mess it all up. Anyway, the game. So this is proof. This symbol right here is proof that I am playing on interloper difficulty. Uh, Even though this right here indicates we're at full health on very nearly day 11. It's absolutely insane. Um, when we last left off, we are in the trailers just outside the dam. Ooh, that's a good idea. It does make a good Halloween decoration. I actually really like the cracks in the skull. That's not something you see a lot. We could do that. Anyway, we're in the trailers outside the dam. And we haven't really searched out the dam. And there could be useful things in the dam. We can still find a can opener there. We can find the ear wraps in the safe, which don't take up a clothing slot. They take up an accessory slot and let you stay a little warmer. We definitely want to get those if they're there before they become ruined with time. Because if they become ruined, we can't repair them. But if we find them before then, we can repair them and keep them up, and that'll be great and useful. But the thing is, right now, I don't need clothing. I actually don't need it. I'm at full health. I don't need more clothing. I don't need more food necessarily. Food is going to be the continuous need, but I've got some right now. I've got plenty right now, and I can get more as I travel. So I'm actually not going to search out the dam. My plan is there's a bunch of wooded areas around, and I need to get some maple. If I'm ever going to get a bow, I need to get some maple. I need to get that started curing. So I'm going to go down to a potential moose spawn, which we'll check that to see if a moose spawns there. And there's a creek. I'm going to pick up as many cattails as I can along there, and then go up in through the woods till I find what I need. That's the plan. Plan may change, but that's the plan. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. We are doing well so far, but things change very fast, so... Alright. Plenty of sticks, a little bit of coal, lots of matches on us. I should probably store those. I should store the matches back at the cabin when I get the chance. Lots of tea. We got lots of tea. So we're good to keep warm. We did just find these extra gloves. They are warmer than the fleecemen, so I think I'm going to put those on. Food, mostly the cattails. We got a couple other little things, but mostly the cattails, and we can get a bunch more. So that's going well. Go ahead and harvest that. It is not quite sunrise yet. I'm going to eat these. Good. If we can keep our hunger meter from hitting 0, we'll keep our well-fed bonus, which would be great, because right now we're even over that weight, which is honestly a problem I should do something about. I need to drop 6 pounds, though. What do I have 6 pounds of that I want to leave here? Let me put on those gloves. I talked about it. Let me do it. A little warmer, a little more wind resistant. Better protection if we end up attacked, so that's good. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah. Okay, so those are good. I want to carry the water. I think I'm gonna drop an extra book. £6 is a lot of pounds. And the hatchet is 4 pounds, so that may just be the reality of it. I guess I could drop a bunch of sticks, but I feel like I'm going to end up burning those as I'm doing my thing. Yeah, I am going to drop this book because it doesn't do anything. We're going to spend some time. Try to get the sun to rise. Almost there. I've got a lot of water on me, but not too excessive. I know I'll use it up as I go, so especially since I'm planning on traveling outside, I'm gonna hold on to what I've got. It is gonna be cold this morning. That's what we got all the teas for. Build a fire basically anywhere.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Sometimes there's a moose spawn out here, but I'm looking for the marks on the trees where they would rub their antlers on it. I'm not seeing any, so I think no moose spawn here this run. Here's that creek I was talking about. We're gonna check this for cattails as we go up this way. Very cold. It doesn't look that bad to me. That's how I can see in the darkness. Maybe turn up the brightness on your computer? Maybe?
Sure getting cold.
We're going to spend a little health on the cold here, but I want to just clear up this creek, and then when I get to the dam wall here,
Freezing.
I'll use that as a windbreak and build a little fire. And we'll go up that way. Alright. So the fire striker actually increases your chance of starting a fire.
Come on, little fire.
If you use the torch method, where you light a torch first, because then you can use the torch for multiple attempts to start a fire,
Lucky day.
you don't get that benefit, but use this to warm up. We're gonna warm up teas. So we'll get a birch bark. Come on, nice and warm. There we go. A little early morning campfire breakfast. This will be good. I'm going to use it to make torches too, because I'm going to be out in the woods. I might run into wolves, so I'll want to chain some of those.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
Sure does. Alright, no more hypothermia risk. Get these torches.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
One more? No. Okay. So I'm going to take that torch back out, light it on the campfire, drink this tea, so I'm good and warm. take this with me. So now I'm at full warmth, and by having had a hot tea in me, I will get cold more slowly. Try to remember to collect a bunch more firewood since I'm using it up. It's just my footprints. They are. Okay. It didn't look right. So the thing we are looking for is a green sapling. That's what I want. Welcome back! There's my hot tea. I was like, I knew one of these is hot. Yes, it's going to look green. We're looking for a maple sapling. It will look green. That's how we know it is maple. There's a big, like, logging camp out here. So that's my guess of where we're going to find one. Take a stick. If I find one like right around this corner, then I can drop it in the dam, start it carrying, and I can search out the dam. I don't have to worry about fighting off wolves the whole time. But if I don't... no, it's not something added to the game. They are mushrooms, and you must only be watching me when I do very poorly. This is basically what that tells me. So that's more birch, which I'll take. Might as well. But I want this, but green is what I'm looking for. And we harvest the plants to make teas. Teas can work as medicine depending on what you make them out of, and they also can keep you quite warm. Drinking a hot tea is a great way to warm up. I mean, I do very poorly a lot of the time, so that I'm not really surprised by. Gotta look back here. Nothing in it, but found a little backpack. get cold again. Hop over here. Might twist some ankles today. Okay, nothing this way. My gaming senses are telling me there has to be something up here, but my experience with the Long Dark also tells me that doesn't have to be true. This could just be a hill. A little birch over there. Pick it up on the way back. We'll swap torches. Astrid is a doctor. She is Dr. Astrid Greenwood. The hill does go up. Thank you, Seahawk. Yes! In fact, that's part of why, narratively, she's going on the journey up north. Is that she's bringing a cure for some kind of outbreak. We don't know the details. Not a family practice. She's a researcher mostly, is my understanding. They keep it vague. I'm gonna get cold again. I need like one more hot tea. Yes, Astrid is Balto. I don't remember Balto. Oh, there it is. Oh, sprained wrist, okay.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Yeah, we're gonna make a fire here soon so we can heat up a tea. Totally forgot. I said there was a birch and I was gonna grab it. Birch. Alright, let's make a quick fire. Mostly just to heat up a couple teas. Not Macklin's torch. Use the torch.
I'm too cold to think.
I totally forgot. That will actually cure the paint. Wasn't actually what I was going for, but you know.
That didn't work.
mean, it's not going to cure my sprained wrist, but I'm not going to cure my sprained wrist. Hello, Moitomati. Happy Saturday. Okay. You're good to carry on. Still the same run. We're looking for maple. That's what we're trying to do today. We're just going to wander through the woods till we find some. Or we die. Now, in retrospect, going to where a bunch of cut-down trees are to try to find not cut-down trees may be a bad call. But we'll get to check out the cabin over there. Persephone is the name of the survivor, so I name my runs in alphabetical order. If you hit !log, you can see my previous runs. How they did, how they died, how long they lasted. So we've just gone down the alphabet to the letter P. So we are Persephone. Hello, Muse. Thank you for joining me. How has your mapping been? I saw you on this morning. Take the extra cooking pot. Don't hate that. Browncoat, I did use the name because of the associations with death, yes. Right around the letter J, I think, when we went with Juliet, I was like, yes, people who are destined to die is definitely a way to go. Because, again, I'd like to remind you, I cannot win. Persephone, like every survivor before me, will eventually run out of supplies, run out of things to scavenge, and will not make it out. But that's not really the point. The point is to fight, to try. I'm curious Oh. Yes, bingo. You are Bingo Bard. I'm curious, Muse, what do you think are the easier regions? I assume easier for mapping. So, like, Pleasant Valley would be a pain in the butt because of all the blizzards, making it impossible to map. Granola bar's good. Oh, I've lost track of which one I've been in. I guess my footprint should tell me. Okay, I went in that one. I agree the logging camp is a very cool spot, just because it's immediately evocative of the story it's from. Like, you immediately go, oh, I see what happened here. Okay, the wind is going to blow up my torches. Like, I know what this place is. I know how it was used. It just makes sense right away. We'll try to keep another one. Try to keep another one going, but... Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I really thought I'd have found a maple sapling by now. And the fact that I haven't has got me a little worried. The wind and the cold is obnoxious. We're almost in the afternoon, it'll be slightly warmer once that ticks over.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
I've got 40 matches, and the Fire Striker. So we're doing really well on fire starting capabilities. I'm gonna peek up over this hill just to see if I get a decent vantage of anything, but yeah, the wind has got me very worried. Might snipe an ankle. We might go back down to those trailers and just rest for an hour. Just to get warm.
Wait, I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Oh, that's a negative. Alright, I'm gonna go back to those trailers and warm up a bit. I'm just gonna put the torch out. I'll have to decide if I want to light another torch when I go to leave or not. With the mag lens, Moito, the mag lens, you find it in a random condition, and I believe it'll wear down over time till you find it. But once you've got it, it doesn't wear out. Its condition never goes down once you've got it. That's what you use for fire starting most of the time. Then, hopefully, you build up enough supplies that you might not need to start a fire as often. Yeah. So, if you can make several gallons of water at one time, Uh, that's all you really need fire for, is for cooking meat and um, making water. And when your cooking is level 5, you can prep that meat super early. You don't have to worry about it going bad. So you just have stockpiles of food and water. Alright, we rested in the bed and warmed up. I am gonna harvest some of these ruined torches real quick. Alright, so we checked up that hill and didn't see anything. We're gonna go this way. More cut down trees this way. I thought there were some, like, underground bunker shelter things. I didn't see any of those. I thought I would have. I clearly don't know this region as well as I thought I did. We'll want to keep an eye out for wolves. In fact, I'm going to hold an unlit torch so I can save time trying to light it if a wolf comes around. Okay. Enjoy your food. For sure. That cartographer achievement that Muse is talking about is when you do the charcoal mapping that I've been doing very little of. But when you do that, the achievement is for mapping every named location in a single save file. Everywhere in the world. So, every trailer, cave, no, you cannot club the animals with a torch, but you can throw it, and I believe, just like the stones, I believe if you hit a wolf, there it is, that's what I want, right there. I believe if you hit a wolf in the nose with a thrown torch while it's charging at you, you can spook it off even without fire. Alright, maple sapling. We only need the one. So I'm good there. Now I'm going to go back to the dam. Because I can start it curing in the dam, and then, while I search that out, probably spend the night there. Yeah. Then we'll take it back to Trappers the next day, but I do want to check for the ear wraps. And any other useful supplies. I suppose I could sprint a bit. I guess it's inefficient with the wind, but I do want to be tired so I can sleep at night. It's inefficient with the wind. It's not as inefficient because of my feats for calories, so... Mostly I feel like I need to remember that I have both matches and the Fire Striker, so when I go to light the torch, it's going to ask me which one I want to use instead of just light right away. Alright, wind died down a bit. We're weighed down a bit. I'll probably leave some more stuff at the dam, just as a secondary base. There's actually a good locker I could throw the extra clothes in. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
So there, major mission accomplished. We have a maple. I believe that takes 7 days to dry out, which is a long time to survive at this point, but I know I can check the rest of that creek for more cattails. I can go into Forlorn Muskeg for more cattails, and there's plenty of firewood around. It's just food and firewood is all you need to survive time. We're actually warming up now. Nice. Now that we're not in the wind, and it's later in the afternoon. I believe I did find that extra piece of scrap metal. I believe I could turn that into a fishing hook. I don't know what you mean by mountaineer hut. Do you mean trapper's cabin? Or is Mountaineer Hut the name of a hut? Oh, I don't know about Timberwolf Mountain. I've only been there once because I spawned there, and I decided to just try to find my way up the mountain because I know there's a bunch of loot up at the top if you can get to the summit. I've never been to the summit. And we didn't get there. But I feel like we learned a lot about the area, so next time maybe. But otherwise, I don't know anything about Timberwolf Mountain. That's the only time I've been there. It was a spawn, run around, and eventually die. Didn't actually run into any Timberwolves while I was there, though, oddly enough. Alright, Mangle Bard.
Starving.
That is the dam. We're gonna go inside and check it out. It's a hydroelectric dam, that's where all the power lines go to. Do you get timber wolves in It's okay, it's the internet, you're allowed to swear here. Do you get timber wolves in Pleasant Valley in survival mode? Because that's where you run into them for the first time in the story mode. I assume you would get them in Pleasant Valley. I don't actually know. We're gonna get inside, we'll eat a snack, drop some stuff so that we can get under the weight limit while we explore the rest of the dam. I think we just rolled over to 12? 11 or 12? Scorborough? Thank you for joining us. We're doing like okay. I feel like we're lower on food than I'd like. The more I think about it. Surviving the next couple days is going to be hard. Okay, let's drop you. Let's drop you. I know most people don't bother with the spray can. I kind of like it. I'm going to drop a bunch of these cans. This is recycling center here. That's good. That's good. It's fine. Gosh, we're carrying so much weight. It's got to be the torch. I don't need to walk around with this. It's got to be mostly the torches and water in the 2 pots. I probably don't need to carry 30 torches on me while I'm in here, so we're just gonna... There we go. So much weight. Oh, and 50 sticks. We collected firewood. Firewood achieved. Okay, I checked this area. I believe I got into that bathroom too, so let's check out the rest of this. Okay. We'll search out everything we can, and then... Oh, not the shelf, thank you. Hopefully in the safe we'll find the earmuffs. That's what I want. But you know, any spare food or sodas would be good. Extra bits of
Think about
cloth.
his food.
Moldy jerky's not great, but you know, it is food. There we go. Can opener. Still don't have a can opener. I would take that. Nothing in the medical locker. I suppose a stim. I take a stim. Haven't had one of those yet. If I'm right, you can turn the scrap metal into a fishing hook. I've got plenty of guts. I might be able to do some fishing out on Mystery Lake for more food. Moito, they were replying to your comment about throwing the torch at the wolf. Your meme about at this moment they knew, and that meme about the freeze frame, same meme. Same meme. Different generations. Okay, I didn't search any of these. Good. Searched. I don't need more tinder. I'm doing okay on that. Okay, nothing in this office. Okay. Which is probably not true. There's probably some nook and cranny that, like, granola bars spawn in. I should be more careful. If I could make the move to prose on meme historianism, I would do it. You know, I was watching Miyamata the other day and saw her get back in from the other side, and I didn't realize that was a thing you could do at all, so I now have the dark magics. Ooh, it's very windy out. Sounds like a blizzard. Even another pry bar. I will leave that pry bar here. Because the dam makes a solid base as well, and I think it's far enough from Trapper's Cabin that it's reasonable to have it as a... Okay, I did search this up. It's reasonable to have it as a second base in Mystery Lake. Mostly I find the meme differences really fascinating because it shows the change in the environment. So a lot of older generation internet memes have to do with how things on the internet first caught on.
I think I can use this.
So things like the angry video game nerd. Part of why he was so popular is because he was producing content that you couldn't get if it was dependent on contracts with specific advertisers. But because the internet was very Wild Westy and the connection between content and advertisers was more separate, just a high vulgarity level of content was just something you could do here and still make money on. About 32.
I need to find food.
31. 31.25? Shoot, 50. 31.25, 50.
take it.
All that, and it was a stack of cash. Great. Good. We'll go down to the shop, get myself some bubble gum. Hello, Mia. The thing about Gen Z memes, Muse, to understand, is that they're rooted often in absurdism on a whole other level, because in the same way that early internet was around content that wouldn't be acceptable to advertisers, now that large parts of the internet have been effectively gentrified to make them palatable to advertisers, you can still make content that wouldn't get made through other media like radio and TV by making it make no sense. If it makes no sense, then advertisers don't know what to do with it. Yes, Mia, I was just talking about how I was watching you the other day, and you showed me how to get back in through the window, and I didn't know that that was a thing. And so thank you for that. There we go. I assume there's something in this crate, but I'm not gonna bother with it right now. We'll do the breaking down every crate in the game much later in the run. I don't think I go all the way into the lower dams right now. I might do that in the morning. Maybe? I don't know. I just don't want to get caught in Aurora and light on fire. That would be bad. Okay, I don't think I need any of that. Cool. Okay. I've got this firm feeling that I'm missing super good critical supplies. Persephone is doing well. We finally got some maple, so good on the hunting supplies finally. Moito, I ended up with COVID a while back, and that sucked. So I hope you get better very soon. I didn't actually go down that way, did I? Ah, dang it. But no, Persephone's doing well. We've got food, we got water, we got lots of firewood. We finally got our maple. We have multiple deer hides curing. I think we'll be ready to make some deer hide pants here real soon. We got 10 arrowheads and loads of birch, so it'll be a little bit before we're crafting that bow, but once we do, we will be in full hunting mode. A flare's good. It's not a stim, but it's good. I'll take that. Okay, there's nothing over here. Okay. Yes, full hunting instead of half hunting. Honestly, I probably should do more half hunting mode. Full hunting mode keeps getting me killed. But really, I need a square hit. That's what I need. Alright. The sun is setting. So we won't have a lot of time with light left. We'll go into the lower dam. You like a prequel? This is the door. This is the scary door. Don't don't touch the scary door. Oh. How about a prequel like 60 years ago where you play as Grey Mother? Figure out how she got that way. She didn't trust outsiders. And of course, you don't know you're playing Grey Mother. Not right away. I would play the heck out of that. All good. Mostly I just want to search this out so I never have to come back down here. Hello, Sai! S.I.? How do you like your name pronounced? I see everybody say it differently. And yeah, we are winning. We found our maple, so we're winning. Bingo Bard, that door is scary because it's a one-way door, but it doesn't tell you that on the outside. You can just leave the dam. But when you do, and you turn around, the door is just locked. There's just no handle. You can't come back into the dam, and you don't know where you are if you went through the dam.
This'll come in handy.
So I think going through that door and getting locked out and panicking, that is just a unified... Well, Scarf is good. Long, dark experience. Everybody's done. Just like anybody who plays Interloper for an extended period of time has opened up their inventory and suddenly discovered they had 80 sticks on them. That's just a thing that happens. Yes, there is a ledge on the left. That's what I found out. So I was always aware of the ledge, but I didn't know the way back in until I watched Mia. Shooting book I can burn. Nothing else over here, right? Okay. It's starting to get dark. I'm starting to have a hard time seeing.
Hope nobody needs this
Hey, more matches are good. Coming all the way over here was worth it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Gosh, I've been trudging along so long. Yeah, it's just... You're holding 80 pounds of wood.
I'll take it.
Won't be crafting the bow till it's cured. So I think we got 6 or 7 in-game days till then. But as soon as possible. It probably won't be this stream. Maybe tomorrow. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Same time.
This'll come in handy.
Hey, that beef jerky is fully palatable. Even more cooking pots. Okay, so I can't really see anymore, but I'm gonna assume this is all good. We'll see if I can get my way back. Oh, wow, I totally missed this backpack. Okay. Do I light a torch? Do I just sleep right down here? Welcome to Spooktember, everybody. Just want to point out that while I'm down here, at any point an aurora could start now. And all the electricity will come back on, and all these downed wires can become dangerous, and I might just end up trapped. So, it's a little spooky. It's also very dark now. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna light a torch. Okay. I don't really want to be down here. That was probably wasteful, but whatever. I got money like that. You can just do it. Since I have excessive cooking pots, what I'm gonna do is down here somewhere. Where? How do I find my way around? Why am I struggling?
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Okay. I am where I thought I was. Loop around this way. Got it. Got it. There's a fire barrel down here for when using the dam as a decent base. I'm gonna leave my cooking pots here. I'm gonna drop the other one too, since I still have one back at Trapper's.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. We'll go upstairs by the door, we'll eat, we sleep, and then in the morning we leave. Gather whatever stuff we're taking with us.
I'm getting tired.
Been doing a lot of march in Persephone, that's why. Yeah, I just dropped a whole bunch of them. I still hold on to one because I'm paranoid, basically, but alright, so we got that down. Extinguish this. It is now pitch black. We are going to eat and drink. Yes. That's actually where we started, as we went down that way. So I gathered a bunch of them. I know there's more down that river. We're gonna walk down that way. Ish.
I could eat a horse.
Sun is just rising. I don't want to get sick right now. I want to get back to Trapper, so I'm going to eat some of my cattails now. Let the sun rise. I feel like there should be enough light I can read now. Even though it doesn't look like it. Yeah.
God, I'm starving.
It is a blizzard out there. Which is obnoxious and unfortunate, but what are you going to do? I think I'm going to leave the simple tools here, because I've got tools already in Trappers.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Let's leave one box of matches. Oh, I didn't know that. Jerky can't give you food poisoning? I didn't know that. I know soda can't. I knew that. Okay. I mean, I don't want to travel on the blizzard, so I'm gonna keep reading a little bit. I want to get this archery book read anyway. Still sounds bad out there. We're gonna take a look. Yeah. We're not traveling in that. For sure.
Man, all I can think about is food. All I can think about is food.
Well, we'll finish the book. There we go. Weather got better. Archery skill 2. Before picking up a bow at all. Alright, I'm going to take these saplings with us. Since I have torches, do I try to chain a bunch of torches so I can bring the extra... I have a deer hide in this trailer. Escobar, we're already well fed, so we're good there. Oh, I guess I am lighting a torch. I'm gonna actually go in here real quick. Haha, can't get me now. Come on. Come for coming. Wait, you having trouble finding me? Big bad wolf got a terrible nose? Alright, I don't know what's going on with that wolf. We're gonna take these two. Since I had to light a torch anyway. Don't get sick, don't get sick, don't get sick, don't get sick. Cool. That's the secret. If you just say don't get sick a whole bunch of times, then you won't get sick. This wolf should be walking at me right now, since I'm carrying the hides. I'm gonna just move. Colder than I really want to be, but whatever. You know, it is what it is. It's a cold, snowy, windy day. That's honestly kind of why I want to take this deer hide with me.
I feel numb.
We're gonna make some teas here in a second. Or warm some teas. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go by this rock for a windshield. Thank you, Mia. You have a lovely day.
I need to find food.
Have fun shopping.
Come on, little fire.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
It's really longer than I needed it to be, but I wanted to get warm. And I have way too many sticks anyway. I wonder, do I have... I do. Actually, I need water, is what I need. I'm gonna prep some water. I should drop the things that are attracting wolves while I'm sitting here. Okay, we're good. Things are good.
I Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Cook some tea. We'll prep the other teas too while we're here. Which sound, Moito? The wolf? Or the squishy sound of dropping things? Wolf, yeah. I was watching another streamer. They set their like subscriber notification to a wolf bark, so they wouldn't miss it. Yeah, they figured out that was a mistake very quickly. Okay. Doing some multitasking, making water, making tea, crafting tea recipes. Upping our cooking skill. Yeah, Muse, that's a good point. It definitely got me a fun clip, that's for sure. There we go.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I feel like as soon as I pick up these bits, he's gonna come right for me. Maybe he'll get distracted by the deer instead. Can't really lollygag, but I do want to go down this way. I'm going to need to split my time between crafting arrows and collecting food. Check the cave first. Oh, there's a whole deer carcass here. Nothing in Alan's cave. Oh, the music is fantastic. I absolutely love it. I don't feel like I have time to harvest this deer carcass. I've got a bear I need to get past. No. Harvest. Everything's already eaten. Mostly? You're mostly safe. I think bears have a real hard time getting in, but wolves could sort of accidentally find the stairs. So don't ever consider yourself perfectly safe. There's not a lot of meat here. I'm gonna leave it. I feel like I'm making a mistake no matter what I do. If I try to harvest from that deer right now, I'm gonna have more animals coming at me from further away. I'm gonna use up more of my firewood. But I feel like leaving it, it's just gonna rot. And I'm gonna miss out on the supplies. But I think right now I don't need it. I think it'll cost me more to take it than it will be to leave it. If I never get it, I'll be okay. That might be a mistake.
I'm starving. I feel like there's time I can make it all the way to Trapper's Cabin. That's what I'm gonna shoot for. I know there's a bear out here on the lake. Bears are attracted to smelly things too. Bears don't get distracted by deer, so I'm gonna have to be careful about that. Yeah, the lake bear is my biggest concern right now. I feel like I have a hard time. Okay, thank you, Bingo. Have a good rest of your day. I think I have a really hard time judging distance in the game. Distance feels incredibly relative. Distance is determined by the weather and how much weight you're carrying.
So how far can I get with what I have? Is a big moving target. I've been through some of this.
Ah, I'm starving.
This way to the camp office. Camp office to trappers. Like I said, I don't think I spend the night, especially since I'm not that tired. I'm not going to spend the night at the camp office. We're going to go all the way to trappers. Just keep the torches going until we get there. Something before I forget. Even more cattails. Last time I came up this way, there was a wolf guarding things. So that's why there's still cattails around here. I had to go around them.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Okay. Fog is slightly annoying, but not insurmountable. We're mostly going to be walking along the edge of the map, so shouldn't get lost. Lots of trudging through snow today. But we got what we were looking for. It is slightly controversial.
Of course.
I mean, I've been wondering for a little bit if that's part of the actual plot for what's going on. Nuclear weapons testing, nuclear winter thing going on. And that's why some people are sick.
Oh, I'm starving.
Come on. The longer I travel in fog, the less and less confident I get in my pathing. I know where I am still. I mostly know where I am still. Hey, old torch. I've been this way before. You could use it on rock walls. You could use it on trees. Absolutely. Just need a surface. Thinking about marking a path through the woods here. Blizzard trails are not an uncommon thing for people to try to do. I haven't, but paint is a finite resource, but sticks aren't. Also, there's lots of paint, so it's finite, but you get plenty. Especially as you learn the map, you would need less and less of it. It's not a bad idea. Thank you, Muse. Enjoy your dinner. You know, I think it's funny everybody uses the lurk command. I don't understand why. Like, I get that by default for a lot of people it just, you know, puts in chat that they're lurking. But... Doesn't do anything. I don't know. I think in that way I am an old fogey. Almost lost track of my torch. Alright, we're good. Deer tracks. We're almost there. We've almost made it. There we go. Good old trappers. And this torch is so low, I'll let it burn out. She's a cruel mod. Okay. Handful of cured guts. Okay, we got one cured deer hide. That's cool. That's the star of the show. I'll throw the birch over here.
I could eat anything right now.
Let's put the rest of the feathers in there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've read 2 of these now. So drop that. Those are just kindling as well. Go ahead and drop those. We're still significantly overweight at the moment, but I think we'll solve most of that in the morning. So what we're going to do with the cured deer hide, when we get a couple more cured deer hides, which will be soon, we are going to make pants, is the plan. I want to make deer hide pants, since my boots are pretty good, but my pants are jeans. I have been to Broken Railroad on my Voyager run. I want to go there at some point during the stream because I think it's a super cool location that some of my viewers who don't play, I think they think it's really cool. But right, I've got so much stuff here. It's going really well. We're still full health. Hey, we have an aurora outside. I can read one of my other books. You know, if I could find them. Looks like we're reading this one. Nope. Never mind. The aurora must be ending? Maybe just starting? Let's go poke outside. Okay, they were traveling birds. No chance I might just catch another rabbit up here, right? It definitely wouldn't have respawned yet. Right? No. Okay. Interesting. Because there are no electronic lights in Trapper's cabin, being in an aurora is not enough to read here. Interesting. Okay, I have... You can turn a scrap metal into hooks. I'm gonna do that. Because I certainly haven't found any hooks. Need light to craft. Never mind. Going to... Instead of workbench, we're just gonna break down... our tea supplies. Just gotta break them apart with our bare hands.
Man, I could eat anything.
Windy out. Maybe just a little bit. I want to save that meat for a sunny day if I can. Obviously don't have to, but if I can. I still can't see that, but that's okay. We read the book now. It's still too dark. Almost? Not quite almost. Done. I don't think... It is technically enough light for a Mac lens. Technically. Because the sun is rising. No, if you add direction, you ruin the emergent gameplay. I don't want daily quests. Achievements are enough. The achievements provide enough direction if you need something like that, I think. So there we go. Maglins made a fire without using a match. Honestly, I should make a bigger fire so that I can make more water. Because I down to about half a gallon. Let's do that. Okay.
Thank goodness. Made it through another night.
Sure did. Alright. Let's make a whole gallon of water. That'll take 2 hours. Since I've got a nice warm fire, I can sit outside for a bit. The wind is making me nervous. Okay, I'm gonna step inside while that's doing its thing. I'll check on it in a bit. What have we got? Alright, just 1 cured deer hide, and to make pants, we need 3. We're also gonna need 4 guts for that. Got a couple. Cured birch is good. Let's clean things up a little bit. Making a set of arrow shafts is 1 hour. Less. Yes, it does count, Seahawk. In fact, the game takes into account if you are up high, you can see more when you get a map. Okay, just checking everything is still going good in here. Or out there. I'm gonna make another set here. Probably not a good call to store all this stuff in here. It doesn't have a lot of space anyway, but... Arrowheads, arrow shafts, feathers. Minutes on those. Wondering if I should set up once those are done.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I want to stockpile some water if I can. Alright, we'll need to keep in mind low on sticks-ish. Alright.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I don't have a tool set here. I thought I did. Ah, well. Let's make one arrow. One arrow complete.
I need to find food.
Fire's gonna last long enough for that.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
We spent a fair amount of time inside today, which has me a little concerned. It's going to be a problem eventually, but too far away to place object. Okay. I've got cured. Give me the pelt. Okay. Multiple cured rabbit pellets. Hat is 3, and it's 3.6 degrees. Little scarf is no good. It's 1.6. That's also 3.6. I need one more rabbit pelt if I'm going to make gloves. All the cured birch. I'm gonna make a really concise pile of cured birch. Now I just need to figure out what it is I need to do, I guess. Making more arrows is the way to go. I said I was going to figure out my weight issue, and I haven't done that. We gotta do some organizing. I am carrying too many things.
I could eat a horse. That's saying a lot, because I love horses.
Extra scarf I don't need. can't decide if I should leave matches here or not. It's like on the one hand, I feel like they don't weigh that much, but on the other hand, they weigh something. Definitely, I don't need to carry around the medicine because I've got all the teas. I didn't realize I had a bunch more tea in here as well. Let's drop a gallon of water. Honestly, drop a little more. Gallon and a half of water there. Okay. I got us nicely underweight for well fed. Okay. I think that's gonna do it for the stream today. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close the stream now. Middle of the afternoon, we'll have time to figure out what we want to do with our time tomorrow. But that'll be it. I will be on tomorrow to play again, same time. We're going to see how much further we can get. We're going to see if there's somebody to raid real quick. Spread the love. You know what? Blades is still going. We'll go to send over to him. Blades is playing on No Gullah, which is even more harder than the hard that I play. So be sure to check that out. Thank you all for joining me. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everybody.